The federal government appears headed toward a shutdown. It's coming up against a deadline of Saturday at midnight to either pass annual government funding bills or sign off on a short-term measure to give them more time. That's been a challenge as Congress faces deep divisions between the Senate and House Republicans. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Amber Noggle. Brandon is off. TSA and its employees remain on high alert heading into the weekend in fear that Congress might not be able to reach a deal to fund the government, which could impact millions of travelers. Darrell Ballard spoke to the TSA and tells us what you may need to know before heading to the airport.
The fear of yet another government shutdown has some travelers reconsidering their plans.
Seems like it's somewhat inevitable at this point. I guess we'll see, though.
If Congress doesn't reach a deal by Saturday night, the government will shut down and TSA employees will stop receiving their paycheck, but will still be required to show up for work.
I think it's a terrible thing, and I think they're doing an incredible, civic duty.
A statement released by a TSA spokesperson tells 27 News that 59,000 TSA employees will still have to work without pay in the event of a shutdown.
I guess I'm going to have to stay in D.C. a little longer, maybe.
For travelers like Mark Brusso in Dane County, who was flying ahead of the potential government shutdown, it could mean longer wait times at the airport on the way back home.
I may keep up with the news, but I didn't consider that might impact my flight back.
The last time there was a government shutdown was in 2018, and that lasted 35 days and was the longest in U.S. history. And as a result, TSA agents started calling into work across the country.
I have mixed feelings. The selfish version of me is like, yeah, I want to be able to get home, but I wouldn't really want to work without pay. We don't work just for fun.
The TSA tells me that they understand working without receiving a paycheck could impact the ability of their employees to get to and from work. So they're warning all travelers to plan accordingly just in case there's an increase in call-ins.
I mean, we're grateful for what you're able to put up with. And again, I would understand if you don't come to work without a paycheck.
And for frequent flyers like Mark, there's no hard feelings if he has to wait a little longer in line. Reporting in Dane County, Darrell Ballard, 27 News.